the central goal of the board is indeed, as you described, to protect the public, and that's something that we understand from the very beginning, that's really why we're here. And there are many other requests and concerns that are brought to the board, but the most important thing is that we keep that focus on protecting the public. What I would say is that's probably our biggest limitation, is that the board, many people think the board can just say, well, this is a doctor that we feel is a danger. We're going to take their license away right away, and we're not going to give it back until we feel that it's safe. And that's just something we're not able to do because of these other limitations. So we work within the system, we respect the laws, and we do our best to protect the public and take bad doctors away and don't give bad doctors licenses. I see everyone on the board taking a very earnest and sincere and very committed responsibility to protect the public. We don't really have secondary goals here. We kind of are focused on that, and so I don't know why some of them take longer than others. I presume it's somehow related to some of the limitations of due process and the rights that they have. But I don't know for sure. But I would love to, whatever the average time that it takes, to shrink that down as short as possible, to take the people who are truly a danger, a threat to the community, to stop them from practicing as soon as possible, like the ones that you had mentioned. And those that may need more time to assess and gather information, and is this person a threat, or is this person someone that can be rehabilitated or can get back to safe practice, or is continuing a safe practice, to take the time to make sure that we don't inappropriately stop somebody who's not a threat to the community at all.
There have been work done by others that have identified websites in this whole area of Board of Medical Examiners throughout the nation that are very good, and they've been rated from A to F. And Hawaii has never been among the top, it seems. And it seems that I think DCCA should take a look at some of these types of studies and determine whether or not they're an opportunity for us to improve our website, basically to provide more information for our consumers, empower them, make them more able to use the information for the sake of protecting the general public. So I believe that the information is very nested. That is, it's deep and it's very, very difficult to find. So I don't think that one can say that it's not there. I just think that it's not that accessible. Right. And so if we're going to protect the public in general, I think it's worthwhile to make it as user-friendly as possible.
You're correct. Do you believe that it would be beneficial to have more public members on the board?
Absolutely. I think it's always useful to have those that may not necessarily represent the medical profession, but are looking at the general welfare of protection for the general public. Oftentimes, the whole process of reviewing the material that does go through the Board of Medical Examiner is quite complex. It does take a lot of time, so it requires a lot of public commitment from public members. But if it's possible to include perhaps two, no, right now we have two, perhaps three or four. I think that would probably serve the public better. There's always concerns with regards to physician shortages as well, and we hear of great concerns, particularly on the neighbor island with regards to physician shortages. But even with regards to that issue, we need to address that, and we need to do a better job in terms of attracting the best of the best to come to Hawaii to practice, and provide them with the appropriate incentives so that they do want to practice in Hawaii. But at the same time, keep in mind that paramount is the protection of the community.